Hello there, this is Finforn here, onward to more Mass Effect 2. I think I'm going to keep doing space exploration until we're done with it pretty much. Might do some shopping and whatnot. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this on Christmas still. I already posted 2 on Christmas of 2026. Maybe on Boxing Day, who knows. Let's keep going, I guess. There probably isn't that much new dialogue, if there's any, left in with the crew after like the last loyalty mission so far. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother yet with going around and talking with the crew again, because it would just likely be the same phrases as they had before. But you never know, some things might happen that you don't predict. That
probe away.
It always seems like most of the work for that kind of stuff is in the early portion of games like these, and after a while it just seems to get less, like, until like the main sequence things. There's always like
launching probe,
climatic battles and everything else, which of course you plan for the coolest scenes first, and then, you know, dealing with the collectors and whatnot.
Launching probe.
But yeah, I don't know whether it's budget and time constraints or otherwise stuff. It's not anywhere as bad as like Star Wolves 2 though. This is actually the best game in the Mass Effect series, and this is why I want to prioritize doing it.
Probe away.
And hopefully I'll be able to do Mass Effect 1 even though it's on my potato computer. I mean, I sort of got it to work, although the first time I recorded an hour of gameplay, I found it just recorded the screen recorder, which is frustrating. So it's like, I think it's one of those games where you have to start the screen recorder and then start the game, and hopefully it records and you don't waste all your effort. But that's a game in itself, that's for sure. It didn't seem to work that way on my laptop, even with the same OBS. Which, yeah, I don't know, open something thing, whatever it is, on Steam and on SourceForge. But yeah, it's a joy when you put in all that effort just to find it's absolutely nothing usable, unless you want it as a radio show, I guess. But Mass Effect is way better as a video game than a radio show. It would be neat if there were like radio show as a style for it. I'm sure that could be done, like an audiobook or other type of audio-only drama thing. But that requires a lot more description in words rather than just showing things in 3D format. Video. Yeah, there's nothing here. Pretty much nothing. Oh, well, next to nothing. Yeah, that's close enough. There's
launching
one probe for it. There you go. Yeet. Next to nothing. Yep. So that's 100% in Phi Cleo, I guess. And I guess going to Alpha Draconis for the next one. Get whatever else is here. This was probably a main mission thing or something before. So yeah, let's get this one now. Start scanner. This is something. 2175 AR2. Interesting. And then my channel is banned because I think the AR2 is referring to an entropy device. Whoa, how dare they talk about things. Whoa.
Launching probe.
It would be nice to think robots weren't silly, but oh well. So that was it, I guess, and there's 2175 AI. Oh, whatever. Onward to leaving this place. 'Tis a silly place. And Rosetta Nebula is fully scanned now. Alrighty. Let's get everything reloaded. And let's get out of here to the next one that's not the IFF mission, because that would be annoying to me. So we can go to Omega, recapture freighter. That's apparently a mission we could do. Let's avoid that for the moment. Valhallan threshold. Let's see, Titan Nebula is 100. Valhallan is 14. Striker Bissell. I remember that one for something. I don't remember what though. Let's go to it. I know that's a name for some place here. Jicha. Okay. I don't know. There's something in these places. So, alright, rich in platinum.
Launching probe.
You'd think with all that platinum we could buy a few more ships. But whatever though. No. To some extent it makes me think of the Palladium there. Makes me think of the Palladium Wars in, well, that's a series named by Marco Cluse.
Launching probe.
Where somehow it was useful for making computers and gravity generators
Probe
or something.
launched.
Where it has artificial gravity, I believe, as a plot device, or at least later on it does.
Probe away.
I don't remember for sure, but like, well, spoiler alert, Citadel, I believe,
Probe away.
they had like a super duper auto hacking ship thing for the Navy guy. And that was kind of neat, where it's just like, you know, wallalo. It's like you should have had a Battlestar Galactica rather than something network, dude. But yeah, but I don't know if they went with like everyone's on a wireless network for some reason, or if it's just some kind of...
Probe launched.
it would have to be a wireless network. I mean, there's no way you're going to be auto-hacking something without some type of connectivity. You have to have stuff like that built up for it to happen.
Probe away.
It's at least going to be wireless connectivity in one sense or another, even if it is like through some kind of tapping at a distance. I don't know how. But whatever though. No. Whatever though. No. Yeah, usually I spend my time thinking about things to complain about here, but I'm actually thinking of book references rather than
Probe launched.
complaining about being starved to death or trying to be starved to death by family members, which is always nice. Which, I mean, I don't know for sure whether they
detected an anomaly.
do it for deliberately or if it's just like we don't have to be responsible type thing.
Launching probe.
I know for my stepdad it was, well, they didn't really try to starve me there. They actually let me have food, sort of, anyway. Mom would make it where there's always, like, all the fridge is full of her treats and crap, and most of the cabinets, too, but...
Probe away.
They didn't try to make it so I couldn't get food. They just scolded me for eating and feeding my face rather than making Mom 50,000 meals each day. Well, I still made her all the meals she wanted, but
Launching probe.
she was the one that was that all the food was for, pretty much.
Launching probe.
But my sister then also had that kind of joy, but they went along with it more.
Launching probe.
So there's that whining sound
Jumping
thing.
on our sensors.
Yay, good. Let's land. Scan show accrued, space established, so blood pack mercenaries, okay. Let's bring Grunt, I guess. So we're dealing with, yeah, Grunt for dealing with those. I need to make sure, like, we get everyone leveled up. Which I could probably do, like I said before, at the Shadow Broker base, where there's the reassigned crew points. But yeah, I haven't brought Grunt on too many things. It's been a while since I brought Kasumi as well. Brought Tally recently. Haven't brought Morden. Let's bring Morden us. So that'll be funny. Alright then. So yeah, 7 points here. I don't know. Let's see. 2, 5. So then the 8. No, okay. So add this. Then we have 3 left for maxing that out anyway. Oh, alright. Heavy concussive. So 4,600 damage that. Or more impact radius. Yeah. And purchase rank, there we go, and let's see, 0 and 0. Really? I did upgrade him? Alright, whatever then. And let's see, singularity projector, sure, and yeah, that's fine, I think. Right, let's go. Okay. You know, it wouldn't be surprising if they used the Greys instead of Solarians, but...
I'm detecting a large power source inside the base. It is probable that destroying it would disrupt the entire facility.
Callus, you'll get your resources when they're good and ready. You want to come mine these rocks yourself. Everything will be ready for the doom. If you've gotten me the additional torch I asked for, it would have been done by now. So land roll, okay. Let's save before it crashes. It would be nice to not crash, but you never know how that'll go in reality. Let's make sure we got the incendiary ammo for the Krogan guy, and yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so we have stuff over here. There's a data pad over there and a refined palladium here. And the more of this guy talking, he complains more than I do. It's what's the term? A contest? To see who complains the most.
Get ready to fight.
One thing after another. Where's the next messages? You will now. Are you sure? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, let's do that.
Making contact.
Contacted Doom. Why are you not above ground? That didn't seem to do much. Let's get over here. You will? Okay then. You're welcome to try, but how about instead you all go crispy? Oh, there's still a jerk over here? There you go. Dang it. Hey, stop.
Next.
Extra crispy. What's over here? Where do we go? Over that way. So let's get whatever's here first. Wow. Extra crispy. There's another data pad. Not to be rude to those that wrote that content, but yeah, I don't really want to waste time when my computer could go crispy at any moment. Well, not crispy, but freeze. Either way, it's no fun. Oh, there's a jerk over there. Let's bring this into the Joy of Doom here.
Nothing can hurt me!
Are you sure about that, Grunt?
You're gonna die.
Memento mori, I guess, but it would be nice to not.
Enjoy.
Embrace your eternity of doom. Doom! Doom to doom doom, extra crispy, extra crunchy, perforated doom. Doom doom doom, just doom it all from orbit. Would be nice. Okay, getting to go in close quarters of doom. Let's see here. Shoddy time for you.
Change weapons!
Alright, and incendiary. And let's save again. Alrighty, here we go again, extra crispy. Okay, so do we just make this crispy here? Yeah.
I'll put them down! My shields are down!
Come on, okay, well there's Kolusk, whatever his problem is.
Won't kill him!
Freeze them.
Krogan closing in.
You need more fire. Here you go.
Just letting the help.
Extra crispy. We're all about helping you to meet your final destination. Here you go.
Right on your ass!
Extra crispy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Doom, doom, doom. Would you like some more doom? Here you go.
On our right.
Yay. Oh, come on. On our right. You will now. How about you?
Interesting. Suggest taking a closer look.
What if we don't? Let's save. The joy, joy, joy. Extra crispy doom, 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 doom. Over there, somewhere. Refined palladium. Well, that's nice. Is this something here? It's a support structure or something, right? Ah, containment cell. That's not it. Or is this it? What are we doing here? Are we supposed to make this crispy or what?
You're kidding me, Shepard?
Alright.
We need to leave.
You don't say. Yep, let's go. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but yeah. Let's just get out of here. Make everything nice and crispy.
This should come in handy.
Demolish their facility. Okay, so we were supposed to do that. Cool. Probably could have just done that earlier when I was starting to make them go boom anyway. But now I did it after we took out all their soldiers and got all the XP for it anyway. Yay. Alrighty then. Yep, saving again. Because I'm lame, and I like to not have to redo everything. And I will say that each time, just in case anyone gets the wise idea to be like, haha, you save your game too often. It's like, haha, I like to not do all the things over and over and over and over and over. It is a nice game. It isn't nice to have to do that. Endless repetition.
Launching probe.
Yeah, that's fine there. We probably have more resources than we need for the entire rest of the game, but I don't know. And moderate. Gas giant with moderate resources.
Probe away.
I mean, if you can start mining them with an orbital ring or something, with, you know, the dropping of pipelines with pumps and whatever, they're going to have more resources than most things. You just have to bring all the things over to build the other deal of doom. So Urla Rost, what the heck's gonna be over here? 57% explored, so how many is that? 3 planets to go? Alright, let's get the 2 heavier worlds. Alright.
Launching probe.
You know, heavy is referring to density, by the way, not like total mass. Because mass-wise, gas giants are going to be more massive than most solid worlds. Unless, like, you have a really dense solid world or of the right volume somehow. It all depends on a number of factors. But, yeah, either way, heavy is density, not weight, not total mass. It's mass divided by volume. But, yeah, like, you know that trick question of which is heavier? A kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of steel? The right answer,
Probe away.
is obviously steel. Which one's more massive? The answer is neither. They're the same mass, 1 kilogram. But heaviness isn't mass. It's not weight under gravity, which is, you know, mass times gravity is weight. But
Launching probe.
yeah, and if you say it's steel, someone's going to be like, haha, they weigh the same. It's like you didn't ask what the weight was. You asked which one's heavier. But, yeah, they're going
Probe
to...
away.
You're going to have a bunch of idiots downvoting you because they want to just be like, hey, that's not the right answer for the 2 questions. It's like, yeah, well, that's because you don't know the words. But whatever, though. Anyway. That's the joy in life. Also, it's funny, like, if you ever bring up the, like
Probe away.
the fallacy that's built into most sites, whether it's through downvoting to get rid of unwanted or unpopular opinions,
Probe
or
launched.
the laugh react or otherwise shunning. It's called argumentum ad populum. It has nothing to do with the populism that the super rich idiots don't like. Like all the news media they control mocks populism and whatever. It has nothing to do with populism. Argumentum ad populum is just, popularity of an opinion. It has no bearing on the nature of truth. It has a bearing on what people like. But yeah.
Probe away.
Yeah, populism, I don't know enough about the particulars to say more than just like, it has to do with not wanting to starve, basically.
Probe away.
Yeah, you can have all the philosophies that no one's allowed to contradict in the Orwellian world we live in and whatever, but it's like at least one of the Caesars knew to have both bread and circuses rather than just circuses, because I like video games, that's for sure, but I'd also like to not starve to death. You have to have both the bread and the circuses to keep everyone happy. If you're gonna be like, hey, let's introduce a new thing to convince everyone not to have offspring, it's like, okay, fine, you put your crap into law, I guess, but don't try to starve everyone, and don't try to feed us bugs while you eat filet mignon. Go to all your little conferences and your hyper fuel inefficient jets and mock the poor for having to drive. And I can't even afford a car, so I'm not even contributing to that. I don't like cars really, but it's for a different reason. I don't like animals getting ran over. That's just messed up, and it's impossible to avoid on a large scale when you have roads that are above ground. Now if you had roads underground, you'd have to have them electric, but you could probably have, like, I don't know, some kind of trackways, or I don't know, instead of batteries, well, you'd still want batteries for independent power, but you could have like inductive power systems in the road or something underground then, and you could avoid most of the contact with animals, which could stay above ground or something, And the more cities underground, the less problem to worry about with like other things, like say if the extra crucifixion happened with everyone launching the city fryers, that would be less probable to be totally catastrophic. At the very least, the ones that aren't close enough to the things would act as city-sized fallout shelters rather than town-sized ones like in the Fallout games. Those are just small village levels. You'd need to have like lots of agriculture, more than just a single field. I think it's like 20 square 20 square meters or something like that per person that you'd need for growing enough food or something like that. But yeah, either way, you get enough power plants, and you want them underground anyway if they're the kind that can melt and make an exclusion zone. Just have like a whole ton of lead above them, so if they melt, it's full of lead already there. But yeah, you get enough power going, and you can have all the artificial light you need to, use grow lamps for food rather than for stupefaction things. Which I know it's easy for anyone who's addicted to them to be addicted to them, so that sucks, I know, but either way. The joy, whatever though. Minos Wasteland. Let's see, we could still go to Omega Nebula recapture freighter. Yeah, let's not bother with that. Crescent Nebula is 47%. That's where most of those things are. I think I'm gonna stop for now. I think I've done enough in this one to count it as a thing. It's not like anyone's watching my videos, but yeah, well, except for maybe a few that do actually. But yeah, game over, man, game over. Let's call it a day here and get this processing before it crashes and I have to exit that way. But the Alt F or Alt Tab click the X, Alt Tab click the X, and then Control Shift Escape to get to Task Manager and make sure it's actually off, and then closing Task Manager, and then stopping the video on OBS, and then either starting it all over again or otherwise just ending there. Anyway, ending here now. Take care and try not to go crazy.